Hi and welcome back to Know When Survive. This is gonna be a tutorial about clothing. We start from the top, a hat. I distinguish everything for the summer and winter because the summer is the hottest and the winter is the coldest weather. So we start with the summer. There are actually two summer hats. It's the sun visor and the sun hat. The sun visor is the best for heat resistance. It gives you heat resistance plus 20, while the sun hat only gives a heat resistance plus 15. So if we want to wear summer clothes to completely block the heat resistance, we have to wear the sun visor. As you can see now, you start naked with a heat resistance of 140 degrees Celsius. With the sun visor, you get a heat resistance of 120. With the winter clothing, you have two options. The wool cap gives a cold resistance of plus 15, and the winter hat. This gives a cold resistance of plus 23. So the winter hat is actually the best. It gives you from 0 cold resistance to 23 cold resistance. And then you have the in between, the military helmet and the medieval helmet. These you can wear, of course, in the autumn or in the spring. These are mostly for head protection. So it's nice to have, but if you want to survive in the cold, you just need the winter hat. If you want to survive in the summer, you need the sun visor. If you cannot find the sun visor, of course the sun hat is also a good solution, as well as a wool cap. Next, we have the jackets or the t-shirts. For the summer, we have actually 2 or 3 types of t-shirts. We have the military vest that gives a heat resistance of -5. You have the t-shirt that gives the same heat resistance, -5, but there's actually 2 tops that's good for the summer, namely the tank top. It doesn't give you any heat resistance, or the t-shirt. So if you're wearing a t-shirt, the heat resistance remains the same. So it's best suited for the summer. Or you can, of course, don't wear any t-shirt. That's a possibility as well. For the winter, you have three possibilities. You have the padded clothes that gives cold resistance of plus 55. You have the varsity jacket, also gives a cold resistance of 55, and you have the fur coat. Let me drag it over here. It also gives you a cold resistance of 55. So there's actually, let's drop this. You have 3 choices: the padded clothes, the fur coat, or the varsity jacket. I actually haven't seen the fur coat or the padded clothes yet, but it should be available somewhere to loot. So in the summer, you wear a t-shirt or the tank top. In the winter, you wear one of these 3: padded clothes, fur coat, or varsity jacket. In between seasons, you can wear the padded jacket. It gives a cold resistance of 53, a military vest 15, a regular coat plus 35. You have the medieval armor 45. It's best with, of course, impact resistance and scratch resistance. And you have the military jacket, same as a medieval, but the medieval armor is actually a little bit better in defense. I also have the hooded jacket that gives cold resistance of 50. At the end of the video, I will show you the best combination for the summer and the best combination for the winter. Let's move on to the next. The next are gloves. There are 3 kinds of gloves. You have the regular gloves, the military gloves, and the medieval gloves. The medieval gloves gives a cold resistance of 15, same as the military gloves. And the regular gloves gives only a cold resistance of plus 10. You don't need to wear gloves in the summer because they all 3 have a minus for heat resistance. So you don't need to wear gloves in the summer. The medieval gloves are a little bit better than the military gloves because it is impact resistance and a higher defense, but also -2 speed. So the best one for the winter is the military gloves if you want more speed, the medieval gloves if you want more protection. Up to the next. Okay, next we have pants. I actually needed to load another save file because somehow I couldn't find the cotton trousers or this cotton trousers to spawn. So this is actually the best winter clothing you can have. It has a cold resistance 148, so you start at 100. But let's get back to the pants. You have the best one, the cotton trousers. It has a cold resistance of plus 45. For the winter, you have the best one is shorts. Doesn't matter if it's military or regular shorts. They don't give heat resistance, negative heat resistance. Then you have the medieval pants. It has a cold resistance of 35. Casual trousers, cold resistance of 15. You have other cotton trousers, but these gives only 30 cold resistance, and the military pants gives 35 cold resistance. Next is shoes. You have 3 choices of shoes. You have the leather shoes, best suited for winter because it has the best cold resistance of plus 10. You have the sports shoes, best used for in the summer because it has a heat resistance of minus 3. And you have the sport shoes at minus 5. So the best one for the winter is the leather shoes. Best one for the summer is the sport shoes. That's all for all the different clothing. Now I'm going to show you what's the best combination for the winter. As you can see here, you have the winter hat, a varsity jacket, or the other two. You have the military gloves or the medieval gloves, the cotton trousers, these type of cotton trousers, because there are a few other cotton trousers as well, but you have to check the cold resistance, and leather shoes. This gives you a cold resistance of 148 or minus 44 Celsius. If you wear this during the winter, you will not have any issues during the winter. I will show you the summer clothing for now. Okay, I have equipped everything for the summer. You need the sun visor for the best heat resistance, a tank top or the t-shirt without the negative heat resistance. There's a t-shirt with long sleeves that also gives, that doesn't give any minus heat resistance. You don't wear any gloves, you wear a short, doesn't matter which one, and you wear sports shoes. So there's 2 types of sports shoes. You need the one with heat resistance minus 3. It will give you a heat resistance of 117, and of course you can run without the shoes. It will give you 120, and I think it's still 40 degrees Celsius, but in the end it doesn't matter because you also need the speed. So it's a heat resistance of 117 or 40 degrees Celsius. I hope you learned anything from it. If you did, please like this video, and I will see you in the next episode of Season 2. That would be episode 20. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and have a nice night, and a goodbye. Bye.